My name is Roselyn Hayes, the adopted daughter of the Warren family. On my first night back,
Why didn't you tell me you were coming back all of a sudden?
I didn't want to answer that question. He dipped his head deep.
Did you rush back in a panic because Kevin's getting engaged again?
Kevin Warren, my adoptive brother, he was about to get engaged.
For the past 3 years, we've been nothing more than friends with benefits. Why does it bother you so much?
He pulled me to the sink, forced me to lean against the cold surface, and tilted my chin up to face the mirror.
Isn't being with me exciting enough? Stop clinging to Kevin and remember exactly how I make you feel.
The screen lit up with a single name. Kevin. Wesley scooped up the phone, tapped the call through, and turned on the speaker.
Roselyn, you're back?
I against the mirror and quickened his pace. A soft, muffled moan escaped me despite myself.
Roselyn, are you okay?
I forced the words out as evenly as I could.
I'm fine. I just twisted my ankle. It was nothing.
Tell me where you are. I'll come pick you up.
No, there's really no need. Kevin, I'll text you the address.
On one side, the adoptive brother I once loved. On the first love came to pick me up, but just a moment ago, I fled from another man's bed. I wrenched the phone from Wesley's hand, ended the call, and tore free.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
So tell me, how did it feel sneaking around with me behind Kevin's back? Admit it, Roselyn. You clearly enjoyed it.
Color rushed to my cheeks. What we did in Zoinberry was fine. No one there knew about us, but this is Redina. Things aren't the same anymore. From now on, we need to stay away from each other. After adjusting my dress, I grabbed my suitcase and stepped toward the door.
So that's it? You got what you wanted, and now you're walking away.
I hesitated for a heartbeat, then walked faster. Whatever tied me to Wesley was doomed from the start, meant to stay hidden. I intentionally walked a few streets away before finally sending Kevin my location. Soon, a sleek black Rolls-Royce eased to a stop at the curb. The moment the car window rolls down, I caught sight of Kevin seated inside, clad in a cool black suit. His presence was elegant yet unmistakably gentle.
Roselyn?
Nearly 3.5 years had passed since we last stood face to face. Everything I had forced myself to suppress surged upward.
Kevin.
Your ankle. How bad was the sprain?
It's already better. I just twisted a little while walking.
Night was settling in as the car rolled through the gates of the Warren estate. The moment I crossed the threshold, bursts of laughter floated in.
Roselyn, you're back. Sylvia, there's someone I'd like you to be introduced to. This is Roselyn Hayes. Roselyn, this is Kevin's girlfriend, Sylvia Foster. She'll be joining the family soon.
On the first day back home, I learned that the adoptive brother I secretly love was about to get engaged. I studied the woman seated on the sofa. Sylvia had delicate, well-proportioned features. She sat comfortably, but still poised.
It's good to finally meet you, Roselyn. Please, just call me Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia.
I offered a polite greeting to Jordan and Kevin's father, Stephen Warren.
Since we're all finally together, let's eat.
Plates crowded the table, yet almost none of the dishes were ones I truly liked.
Don't you like sirloin steaks? You've barely touched anything. I didn't know you were coming back until this afternoon, so I didn't have time to arrange your favorites. Just eat a little for now. If you're still hungry later, I'll take you to Ahora restaurant.
He still remembered what I liked, both the dishes and the place I loved most.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin, you don't even know what I actually like to eat.
That's not true. Every dish tonight is something you enjoy. Kevin made sure of it first thing this morning. Kevin has a remarkable memory. He and Roselyn grew up together, so of course, he remembers.
I knew what she meant. Whatever closeness I once shared with Kevin now belonged to the past. Once dinner ended, Sylvia excused herself.
When do you plan to go back to Zionbury?
I want to stay in Redina.
Roselyn, Kevin went out of his way to build opportunities for you in Zionbury. And now you just come back like this?
Roselyn, may I ask why you decided to come back?
I offered no reply. The truth was, my return had everything to do with what I had learned about my own origins. Lies had never come easily to me.
If Roselyn wants to stay in Redina, then let her.
Jordan opened her mouth to argue, only for the shrill ring of my phone to slice through the oppressive quiet. I need to step out for a moment and answer this call. I stepped into the courtyard.
Come see me tonight.
Didn't we already settle this? We're not supposed to see each other anymore.
Not see each other? Then tell me, how am I supposed to satisfy your desire then?
Wesley, knock it off. I can't deal with you right now. Don't call me again. If there's anything to say, we'll talk after I'm back in Jamboree.
Hang up, and I'll show up at the Warren estate right now, and I'll drag you out in person.
I knew Wesley never made empty threats. Reckless to the core, he was exactly the kind of man who would follow through. What do you want?
Just do what I told you. Come see me tonight.
Not happening. At least not today.
Then tomorrow.
Roselyn, who are you talking to on the phone?
Kevin's voice rang out right next to me, and my heart lurched, the phone nearly slipping from my grip. How long has he been there? How much did he hear? My fingers shook as I pivoted, spotting Kevin striding towards me. I'm on the phone with Abby. Abby Elliott, my closest friend, became an instant shield. From the other end of the line came Wesley's low laugh.
You don't usually sound like that with just anyone. Maybe next time you can talk to me that way. I'd really enjoy it.
It's too late for tonight. We'll see each other tomorrow.
Fine.
Relief washed through me as I ended the call. Abby already knows I'm back. She asked me to grab a bite with her, but it's late. I'd rather head to your grandmother's place and spend some time with her instead.
Then I'll drive you to her place myself.
That won't be necessary. I was keenly aware of how things looked and where the lines had to be drawn. Getting too close to Kevin was no longer an option. In the end, at my insistence, a driver working for the Warren family was arranged to take me to Beth's place.
Make time to come by and have dinner with my parents again whenever you can.
All right. I turned my head away at last, and a wave of inexplicable bitterness rose in my chest. But what right did I have to feel this way? From now on, he and I would only drift further apart. Crossing the threshold, I was told Beth had already turned in for the night. Barely past 8 o'clock. There was no way Beth would have gone to bed this early. She simply didn't want to see me. I let out a short, self-mocking laugh. Back in my bedroom, I freshened up, but sleep carried me straight into a dream. In my dream, the scene rewound to when I was 16. Sunlight blazed over the basketball court, where teenage boys ran and laughed. When halftime came, I hurried over with bottles of water for Kevin and the others. I wiped the sweat from Kevin's forehead with a towel.
Kevin, take a look at Roselyn. Sweet, obedient, and beautiful. Just make her your future wife.
Of course. Then you'll have to wait for me, Roselyn. One day, I'll marry you.
The feelings I had carefully tucked away finally broke free. Out of nowhere, the dream lurched sideways. Every image fractured at once, collapsing into nothing, until only boundless darkness remained. Fear surged through my chest, and before I could react, a powerful arm locked around me.
Roselyn, don't even think about running away from me.
I snapped awake, my heart slamming wildly against my ribs. Only then did it sink in. It wasn't real, just a dream. After my breathing finally evened out, I rose, washed up, and changed into fresh clothes. When I went downstairs, Beth came into view, calmly eating breakfast. Good morning, Beth. She didn't even look up. I lowered my head and stood neatly. Not until the last bite was finished did Beth place her fork down and finally lift her eyes.
You returned without saying a word. It seems you've gotten bolder.
I'm staying in Redina.
Don't be ridiculous. Kevin's about to get engaged. What reason do you have to stay here?
Why does his engagement mean I'm not allowed to come back? Isn't this my home too?
You'd better know your place, Roselyn. If you dare cause another shameful mess like the one 3 years ago, don't blame me for cutting you off and throwing you out.
That incident 3 years ago had hurt me from start to finish. Yet in Beth's version of events, I had somehow become the instigator. Casting one last indifferent glance at me, Beth walked off. I scanned the place which I once lived for 15 years. Every corner felt strangely foreign. So this place had never truly been my home. With my luggage beside me, I planned to leave. Whenever I have a free moment, I'll come back and visit.
I don't need your visits. Take one more step out that door, and don't you dare come back.
No apology crossed my lips, and not a trace of retreat showed on my face. I tugged my suitcase behind me and walked out, never once glancing back. Even Beth didn't want to see me. This place stopped being my home long ago. I've only returned for one reason: the truth. By the time I dragged my suitcase into Vista Residences, Abby was already waiting for me. I've already set you up. You'll be living right across from me. Shifting Apex Stream's assets back to Radina was never going to be a one-night job. But seriously, are you really not going to tell Kevin that you founded Apex Stream in Zoenberg? Before I could answer, my phone began to ring.
Roselyn.
My grandmother told me you've already moved out of the house?
That's right. The place is way too far out, and the commute back and forth is a hassle, so I decided to move out.
My grandmother can be demanding, but you're still the person she worries about most. When you get the chance, go back and spend some time with her.
All right.
You'll be returning to work at the Warren Group. You'll head into work in 3 days. For the time being, you'll stay by my side as my assistant.
I don't think that's...
You went through a lot those past 3 years abroad, Roselyn. Now that you're back, you don't have to push yourself so hard anymore.
I fell silent, every argument dissolving before it could form. It turned out someone among the Warren family understood just how punishing those 3 years had been for me. That night, Kevin arranged the welcome dinner at one of Radina's most exclusive private clubs. Abby drove me there in a red Porsche 911. By the way, I found the buyer of the emerald necklace, the one that mirrors your pendant, which was sold at an auction not too long ago. Do you honestly think that necklace has something to do with your origins? I honestly don't know. But this is the only lead we have right now. I tugged down my collar and brushed my fingers against the emerald pendant resting against my skin. It had arrived with me as an infant, with a single character engraved on the back, small, precise, Morgan. 3 years earlier, an emerald ring with an identical carving style had surfaced. Now the reappearance of the emerald necklace sent a sharp jolt through me. These weren't isolated pieces, but fragments of a complete set. I'll forward you the details of the buyer of the necklace first. After that, we'll keep digging. All right. The Porsche 911 rolled to a smooth stop at the private club's entrance. We had just crossed the threshold when my phone began vibrating. I glanced at the caller ID and hung up. Who was that? You didn't even pick up. Just a spam call. I switched the device to silent, but almost instantly, the screen flared to life again. A single message stared back at me. Turn around. I slid the phone back into my bag and acted as though the message had never appeared. I could feel the intense stare bearing into my back. I knew Wesley was there, like a wolf stalking its prey. Hunted by someone like him, did I stand any chance of escape? Guided by the staff member, we were led towards the private room where Kevin was waiting. Positioned at the head, Kevin sat with his posture relaxed. Off to his right lanched Jacob Hudson, Kevin's childhood friend.
Well, would you look at that? Rosine's here.
Jacob.
3 years away and you just keep getting prettier.
Jacob vacated the seat beside Kevin, and I settled in, Abby taking the chair at my side. Once the dishes were laid out and drinks were poured, voices overlapped, laughter followed, and the tension in the room gradually melted away. But I was still worried. Roselyn, what's going on with you? You've looked uneasy and distracted all evening. Don't worry about it. I barely slept last night. I'm just worn out. What truly gnawed at me was the fact that Wesley was in the same club. He never cared about boundaries. If we crossed paths here, the situation would spiral fast.
Aren't these your favorite? How comes you haven't eaten much tonight? Just look at how considerate Kevin is, Rosalie. After all these years, he still remembers exactly what you like. Honestly, tonight's menu might as well have been designed around your preferences.
Thanks, Kevin. During the 3 long years in Zionbury, Wesley loathed stuffed mushrooms. Over time, I had stopped touching them altogether. Kevin still remembered what I used to love, but I'd forgotten it myself. 3 years was long enough to change a person. When most of the dishes had been cleared away, someone suggested taking the night upstairs. Kevin excused himself to answer a call. Jacob ushered the rest of the group toward the stairs.
He's gonna pick up Sylvia. He'll join us soon. No need to wait for him. Rosalie, anything you feel like singing?
I'll pass. You guys go ahead. If I'd known Sylvia was tagging along, I wouldn't have bothered coming. Her words had barely faded when the private room door was shoved open. Kevin stepped inside. 2 women trailed behind him. Sylvia, and another face I didn't recognize. Why did Sylvia bring that pathetic idiot with her? Do you know who the woman beside Sylvia is? Of course. That's Kyla Reed, Sylvia's cousin. Mark my words, she never shows up without stirring up trouble.
Well, I'll be damned. Since when did you start going all out with the glamorous look, Sylvia?
You're exaggerating. This is my cousin, Kyla. Rosalie, Kevin mentioned you just got back and don't really have many friends nearby yet. That's why I brought her tonight to meet you. Roselyn, this is your welcome dinner tonight. Just relax and have a good time. Just look at Sylvia, parading around like she's running the whole show and pushing you straight to the sidelines. Anyone walking in blind would swear this dinner was thrown just for her. Kevin is the host tonight. Sylvia is his fiancée. Of course, she's supposed to be at the center. This dinner was for me, but all eyes were on the future Mrs. Warren. What was I? Just a pathetic piece of the backdrop. Roselyn, why are you tucked away over there? We were just chatting about you. Come over here with Abby and sit down. I might just meet you, Roselyn, but I already like you a lot. Would you mind sitting next to me instead? I drew Abby along with me and took the seat beside Kyla. Roselyn, you're gorgeous. I can't imagine people didn't line up for you. You probably went on plenty of dates while you were in Zionbury, didn't you? I wasn't seeing anyone while I was in Zionbury. That's surprising. Is it because your standards are too high? And how is that any of your business? Why are you digging into her private life? That's enough. Let's not keep pressing Roselyn. Girls can be shy about these things. It's perfectly normal.
Then what about letting me introduce you to a few decent guys, Rosaline? If any of them dared treat you wrong, Kevin and I would be the first to make him pay.
In that case, count me in for the list. So what do you think of me?
Back off. Stop hovering around, Roselyn. Don't pretend you don't know exactly what sort of people you are.
You idiot really thought you could joke about Rosanine? Have you completely forgotten how fiercely Kevin looks out for her?
Everyone here cares deeply about Rosanine. And at her age, it's only natural to start thinking about marriage. You feel the same way, don't you, Rosanine? Being pressured about marriage in front of everyone. I smiled and played along. Only I knew my heart was broken. Well, you do have a point, Sylvia. If Jacob or the others happen to know anyone suitable, I suppose they could introduce them to me.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. Don't worry, Rosalie, I wouldn't set you up with just anyone.
Thank you, Jacob. Abby shot me an exasperated look. Sylvia's calculations were almost blatant, yet I still played along. I dropped my gaze. More than anything, I refused to let my own existence disrupt Kevin and Sylvia's relationship. With that in mind, yielding to Sylvia's words felt like the only path left open to me. Pressure tightened in my chest until it became hard to breathe, and I finally rose, murmuring an excuse about the restroom before slipping away. At the sink, I stood rinsing my hands. A sudden vibration against my thigh made me pause. Several missed calls glared back at me. Every single one was from Wesley. Beneath them sat one unread message.
Come down. Second floor. Private room A8.
Another message jumped onto the screen.
Pretending you didn't see it? Want me to come upstairs and get you?
My breath caught. In that instant, regret clenched tight around my heart. I should have ended things with Wesley back in Zionabury. After only a heartbeat of hesitation, I chose to act as if I hadn't seen the messages. And I was slammed against the icy wall. Wesley crushed his mouth.
Get off me! Are you out of your mind?
And finally pulled away.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Obviously, I'm here for fucking you.
You have absolutely no shame!
Without pausing, Wesley swept me up in his arms and carried me straight to the sofa. Trapped in his embrace, my thigh brushed something understakeably intimate.
Stay still. Unless you want to find out how far I'll go.
What the hell do you want?
You were supposed to come to my private room. Since you chose not to, I had no choice but to come get you.
With every word Wesley murmured, his breath skimmed the tender curve of my ear.
Cut it out, Wesley. I already made this clear. We need to keep our distance for now. We'll talk after I return to Zionberry.
And? Since when did I ever agree to stay away from you? And didn't you promise me yesterday that you'd come out today? I called you a while earlier, so why didn't you pick up?
I had my phone on silent, so I didn't hear the call.
Is that so? Then when I texted you, you didn't notice that either?
With a deliberate motion, his grip closed around the strand, drawing it tight. A sudden ting made me suck in a breath, my chin tipping up despite myself. That's right. I didn't see it. I can't deal with this right now, Wesley. I have other things to take care of. Get your hands off me. We can talk another time.
And what exactly is so important? Want me to let you go? And you go straight back to Kevin?
Can you stop dragging him into this? Is my welcome dinner with my friends right next door. Do you really want to make a scene so big that everyone ends up knowing about us?
So you're really that terrified of anyone finding out about us? Then tell me, why did you get tangled up with me in the first place?
Don't turn this around on me. You were the one who crossed the line first.
But you didn't push me away, and that was already an answer.
While I was still struggling to shape a calm response, Kyla's voice drifted in from outside. Why has Roselyn been gone so long just to use the restroom, Sylvia?
The door to the room we were in hadn't been shut all the way. If either of them glanced over, they would see me perching unmistakably on Wesley's lap. I immediately turned away, pressing myself tightly against Wesley's chest.
What do you think would happen if I made a noise right now? Would they turn around?
Please don't. Just stay quiet.
Please me. Satisfy me, and I'll stay quiet.
Don't push it too far.
Let me guess, Roselyn got embarrassed, made up an excuse about the bathroom, and slipped out the door.
Who does Rosine think she is, anyway? Kevin said it himself.
She's nothing, just the Warren family's adopted stray. Completely worthless.
The words hit me like a slap. Was that really how Kevin described me?
Roseanne, I'll count to 3. If you cannot satisfy me, I'll call them in and let them see exactly how you're tangled up with me.
Honestly, it makes sense. I heard the Warren family didn't like Roselyn. That's enough. Come with me. I need the rest.
Their voices faded as they walked away. I slowly closed my eyes, my chest tightening with pain and humiliation. I wound my arms around Wesley's neck and deepened the kiss. I wanted to stay entangled with...
Your moans sound great. So you're not worried about someone overhearing now?
I went rigid, torn between the thrill of getting caught and the overwhelming pleasure that surged, and then the door was shoved open.
In a flash, Wesley shifted, moving to shield me completely behind him.
Leave. Now.
Forgive me, Mr. Dixon. I just came to tidy up the room. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm leaving right now. Why are you in such a rush? What's wrong with you? Did something happen? Nothing. I just walked in on Mr. Dixon in a private room with a woman.
Are you sure it's Wesley?
Yes, in private room K2.
Still resting in Wesley's arms, I shook uncontrollably, cold sweat clinging to my back. The moment the waitress burst into the room, shock had jolted through me, and I had nearly bolted from Wesley's lap.
She's left. You can relax now.
She didn't see my face, right?
No one saw you. What are you worried about? Whatever happens, I'll take care of it.
After that interruption, all desire drained out of me at once. I knew I couldn't linger any longer. I need to go back.
A shadow passed over Wesley's face.
Roselyn, you're really planning to walk out now?
He leaned in until our faces were close, our bodies pressed together. Regret washed over me as I realized just how reckless I'd been moments before. Please, let me go for now. I'll make it up to you.
And how exactly will you do that?
After a short pause, I leaned in, my lips close to his ear, and whispered something quiet.
Still not enough.
I only managed to escape from my obsessive lover's arms by making a shameful promise. I returned to private room K1.
Roselyn, where were you just now? We checked the restroom, and you weren't there. I took a call after using the restroom.
That's a relief. We were starting to think you'd gotten lost.
I let my eyes settle on Sylvia for a moment. Her cruel phrases echoed in my mind.
My gaze shifted towards Kevin. Did he really see me that way, just as Sylvia had claimed? I moved to Abby's side, shoving every unwanted feeling deep down.
You were gone forever. What happened? I just needed a breath of fresh air. Wasn't feeling well.
Just then, Jacob's voice cut in.
Wesley's been playing the decent guy all these years. He's actually been hiding women on the side and having a great time after all. He's right next door. Why don't we drop in and say hi to find out who his mysterious woman is?
Panic wiped my thoughts clean. My heart thundered in my chest.
If you're brave enough to risk Wesley smashing a bottle over your head, you can go greet him right now.
Good point. Never mind.
I forced my voice to sound relaxed. What are you all discussing?
We're talking about Wesley. When Sylvia and I came back from the restroom, we ran into one of a waitress. She mentioned accidentally seeing Wesley with a woman in the suite next door. Roselyn, when you came back, did you see anyone near the room next door? Hear anything?
Every head turned to me.
I didn't see or hear a thing. Seriously? Do you think they put soundproofing here for decoration? And if you're that curious, why not just camp out under Wesley's bed? It was just a question, and I'm not the only one who's curious. Kyla's got a point. We're all dying to know what kind of woman could ever catch Wesley's attention.
Doesn't really mean much. Maybe he just called someone over for a quick hookup.
I dropped my gaze. Wesley and I were indeed friends with benefits. Curiosity started bubbling among some people, already whispering about whether they should sneak a look at the suite next door.
Worries swirled through my mind. What if they actually tried to investigate? If they found out it was me, how would I ever face Kevin? How would I ever face the Warren family? Roselyn, are you all right? I'm fine. Just feeling a little worn out. Honestly, I'm also curious. If Wesley wanted company, he could have it any time.
I doubt he'd bother with a random fling. Maybe he actually has someone he's keeping under wraps. Hey, Roselyn. Do you know Wesley personally? I intentionally steered my gaze away from Abby.
I don't know him.
Since Kevin and Wesley are rivals, I bet Kevin knows Wesley well. What's your take on Wesley?
I really don't know. Kevin never brings Wesley up with me. The only thing he's ever told me is to steer clear of Wesley.
Meanwhile, across the table, the group's curiosity about the woman in Wesley's suite hadn't faded.
Messing around with Wesley's woman is bound to be more exciting. That's enough. Keep yourselves in line. Don't even think about provoking him. Understood?
Kevin, we were just joking. At most, we could discreetly find out who that woman is. No harm in that, right?
Kevin kept his expression perfectly neutral, offering no response. Still, everyone took his silence as a sign they could proceed.
A slight hitch caught in my breath. Kevin wasn't stopping them. He was letting them dig into Wesley's woman.
The tedious welcome dinner finally came to an end, prompting everyone to gather their things and prepare to leave. My phone buzzed, signaling an incoming call. I glanced at my screen. It was Wesley. Before letting me go, Wesley had made it clear that if I ignored him again, he wouldn't hesitate to track me down. I quietly stepped away to answer the call in private.
The dinner is still not finished?
It just wrapped up. I'm about to leave.
Where are you going? Back to the Warren house?
No, I'm not staying there anymore.
So where are you living now? You can send it yourself, or I'll have someone find out for me.
I'm not okay with this. You don't respect me at all. The line froze in silence. At that moment, Kevin approached me.
Roselyn, let's go. I'll give you a ride home.
Oh, okay. I quickly bluttered out, then ended the call in a rush and tucked my phone away.
When Kevin was distracted, I secretly texted my new address to Wesley.
After sending that text, my heart pounded so hard I felt like it might leap out of my throat. Kevin was walking right beside me, but I couldn't bring myself to look up at him. This secret was like a stone on my chest, crushing the air out of me. Kyla dominated the conversation with Sylvia, purposely leaving me out. Kevin made a few attempts to bring me into the conversation, but whenever he tried, Kyla and Sylvia quickly shifted the topic. Suddenly, a sleek black Koenigsegg rushed in front of our stand, deliberately slowing to cut off our lane. That looks like Wesley's car. Hearing Wesley's name sent a jolt of nerves through me. I glanced out the window and caught a clear glimpse of the car.
What's his problem? Is he looking for trouble?
Kevin, Wesley has gone too far.
With the sedan's tinted glass, I doubted Wesley could see me. Still, a nervous flutter jolted through me.
He's gone. He's lost it. Everything was peaceful, and now he suddenly wants to start drama again.
Relief washed over me as soon as the car disappeared from view. Our car reached my apartment not long after. Once I stepped out, I tried to call Wesley. I had promised him compensation, and more importantly, I planned to use this chance to set firm boundaries. My call rang on and on, but no one answered. I was only a few steps from the doorway when an arm snaked around my waist from behind.
Were you standing out here just for me?
Why are you here?
I came for you, of course.
He gathered me up in his arms. The abrupt movement left me clinging to his neck for balance.
Hold on, aren't we supposed to get a room?
We're already downstairs at your place and you're telling me to get a room? Roselyn, is letting me in really too much for you?
Fine. If this was how things had to end, I would let tonight be our final chapter. A proper goodbye. Not really. I just assumed you'd rather be at a hotel. Let's go upstairs.
As soon as the elevator door into a kiss.
Stop! There are cameras in here.
So you're embarrassed now?
At least I still have some decency.
Fine, I don't.
Come on, unlock it.
rested on the bed with a quiet sigh. I had to admit that Wesley was actually an exceptional sex partner. Those 3 years in Zionbury had left their mark. Even though Wesley had only appeared when business brought him close, he'd managed to please me in bed.
Roselyn, tell me, do you care about me?
Meeting my gaze, Wesley found an unmistakable tenderness there. He cupped my face, holding back the force of his desire, and kissed. Throughout the night, I lost track of how many times I had reached orgasm.
Remember what you promised me tonight?
Roselyn, tell me, do you care about me?
Before, at last, sleep claimed me.
Didn't expect to see me, did you?
Honestly, I thought you were gone. I should go put something else on.
Why so shy?
Wesley, let me go!
That's not going to happen.
Wesley, I'm still wiped out from last night. Don't even think about starting something.
If you really want me to behave, then stop moving. Wait here.
What's that?
It's chicken broth.
Where did you even get this?
Go on and give it a try. It's way past lunchtime. Aren't you starving?
Did you actually make this yourself? Wesley dipped his head in a quiet nod. I could hardly believe it. I hadn't expected Wesley to know how to cook, much less cook for me. While I ate, I rehearsed how I'd finally tell Wesley that this was where things had to stop. I shot to my feet and grabbed Wesley's arm. I rushed him toward the bedroom. That's my friend. Go hide, now!
So I'm supposed to be hidden away like some dirty secret? Is it really that scandalous to be caught together?
It is.
You have 10 minutes. Get your friend to leave.
I'll try my best. What took you so long? I've been out here forever. Sorry, I was tidying up the kitchen. As soon as Abby stepped inside, she paused, nose twitting at the aroma hanging in the air. She marched over to the dining table. Wait, Roselyn, did you make broth? But there are 2 bowls. Were you eating with someone? No, I just messed up the first batch, so I put it back on the stove. The other bowl is the real deal. With practiced ease, I picked up the bowl Wesley had used. But they look exactly the same to me. That's because you've never set foot in a kitchen. No wonder you can't tell the difference. All right, I'll take your word for it. Once I cleared away Wesley's bowl, I ladled out a fresh bowl for Abby.
Wow, this is really good. Who knew you were such a cook?
If Abby ever discovered that it was Wesley who actually cooked, she'd be completely shocked. I couldn't shake my nerves, thinking about the countdown Wesley had given me. After gently nudging Abby to finish her meal, I proposed we head over to her place to sit and talk. Why so sudden? I just moved in yesterday. This apartment still feels empty and kind of cold. Your place feels cozy and familiar. Can we stay there for a bit?
Sure thing.
She led me across the hall to her own unit. While she wasn't looking, I typed out a quick message to Wesley. The coast is clear. No one's home. You can leave now.
Roselyn, what's got you so distracted?
It's nothing. What were you talking about?
You've been acting weird these past couple of days. Don't tell me you're sneaking around with someone.
You're reading too much into things.
Anyway, if you find it hard to settle in here, you can always stay at my place.
Thanks, but I'll get used to it in a few days. My mind wandered back to Wesley, unsure if he was still hiding in my apartment. With Abby sitting right there, I couldn't risk texting him to check. The stress gave me another pounding headache. Clearly, I had to sort things out with Wesley soon, or I'd be living in constant anxiety. Abby tugged me down onto the couch and began explaining her grudge against Sylvia and Kyla. Abby's family used to have business ties with Sylvia's. In the end, Sylvia's family abruptly ditched their agreement and went with someone else, leaving them to deal with the fallout. And Kyla, what about her? She's even worse. During our university years, Kyla deliberately set her sights on a guy I was seeing. She got what she wanted, only to discard him soon after. After graduation, I pumped into Kyla a few times at different social events. She'd dodge me the second she saw me, but that never stopped her from running her mouth behind my back. I fell quiet for a moment before responding that the level of restraint they showed yesterday was no small thing.
If I hadn't been worried about putting you in an uncomfortable spot with Kevin, I would have dumped a drink right into the face of those two fake women without hesitation.
Roselyn, don't dodge this. Tell me the truth. How do you actually feel about Kevin now? My eyes dropped to my hands as I instinctively avoided Abby's glaze. There's nothing to feel. Kevin's engagement is just around the corner. No matter what happened before, all I can wish for is that he and Sylvia end up happy. As those words left my lips, my heart clenched painfully. Kevin was going to marry someone else, and I didn't even have the right to be sad. Are you honestly over Kevin? Have you truly moved on? Absolutely. I would never do anything to come between Kevin and Sylvia or cause them pain. Abby, do you really believe I'd try to interfere in someone else's relationship? No, you're not that kind of person. You would only hurt yourself. You've carried this for too long, Roselyn. 3 years is enough. Let yourself heal. My face lost all color.
I don't want to talk about this, Abby.
Stop running away from this, Roselyn. Really think about it. What do you feel for Kevin? Is it real love? Or are you still clinging to a memory you never resolved? The words landed heavily, striking right at the center of my heart. I am moving forward, Abby, toward a life that's truly my own. I'll get there. I just have to keep believing I will. All I could think about now was unraveling the mystery behind the emerald pendant and finally discovering the truth about where I came from. Once I had those answers, I planned to leave Radina. I stepped back into my apartment. The place looked empty. Cold chicken broth still sat on the dining table. I peeked into the bedroom. No one was there either. It seemed Wesley had left. After clearing the dishes from the table, I was about to head back to bed when something in the living room made me pause. One of my spare keys had disappeared. There was no need to guess who had taken it. Wesley was the only possibility. I pulled out my phone and dialed Wesley's number. He answered almost right away. Did you take the key I left on the table?
I did. Is that a problem?
Return it right now.
All right. Come downstairs and get it yourself.
What are you talking about?
Take a look outside.
I hurried to the window and peered down to the street. There, Wesley's black Koenigsegg was parked in full view. He leaned against the side, cigarette dangling from his lips. As if sensing me watching, Wesley lifted his head and glanced up. My pulse skipped. I jerked the curtain closed and stepped away from the window without thinking. His laughter rumbled through the phone.
What's wrong? Can't handle me looking? Just a glance and you're blushing and hiding already?
Why are you still out there? Just leave. I'll send someone to get the key.
So you kicked me out of your apartment? And now I'm not even allowed to stand downstairs?
Almost everyone in Redita recognizes that car of yours. Parking it right outside my building isn't exactly subtle. Do you want people to start talking?
That madman had never cared what anyone thought, but I still had a reputation to uphold.
So cautious? You're really making this look like we're hiding some grand affair. Tell me, once Kevin and Sevilla tie the knot, are you planning to sneak around with him? Behind her back like this?
That's disgusting, Wesley. How dare you? I will never stoop to being anyone's side chick. Least of all, Kevin's.
Good. Just remember to stay away from Kevin. If you ever think of being someone's secret, it can only be with me.
In that moment, all I could feel was the sting of humiliation. What did Wesley mean by that? Did he really think so little of me?
Wesley, who do you think you are? You're nothing but my fuck buddy. Just a distraction to keep me from feeling lonely. If you ever get serious with another woman, I'm done.
Without waiting for a reply, I ended the call. I buried my face in my hands and slumped onto the couch. Our secret, shadowed relationship had grown into a weight I could barely carry. It suffocated me.
I had to end things with him, and soon.
I prepared to text Wesley and make it clear that things between us were over.
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Which home?
I'm not living at Beth's place anymore. I moved into Vista Residence.
Come to my place. Right now. If you don't come back today, then don't ever bother returning.
I understand. I'll head back now.
I had not even fully stepped through the front door before a glass came flying in my direction. The glass smashed against the floor at my feet, fragments scuttering across the tile. I immediately pulled my feet back and stayed by the doorway.
Mrs. Waring.
So you think you get to make your own decisions now? You dared to return from abroad without so much as a word. And the first thing you do is parade around like you are independent, moving out of Beth's place.
3 years. I thought time would soften things. But the shattered glass at my feet told me otherwise. In their eyes, I'd always been an outsider. My lips pressed into a firm line. My guess had been right. My return seemed to rub everyone the wrong way.
Please calm down first. I came back from Zoingbury because there are some personal matters I need to settle. Once everything is finished, I will leave.
What kind of personal matters could make you abandon everything you built in Zoingbury? Your job, your contacts, everything? You should have remained in Zoinbury instead of returning.
Do I not even get to decide where I go or where I stay?
Are you going to pretend you've conveniently forgotten what you did 3 years ago? Back then, everything fell apart because of you. Our family was dragged through endless gossip. Kevin even lost a perfectly good marriage match over it. We finally scraped together some peace after you disappeared to Zoanbury for 3 years. And now you're back to blow it up all over again.
The scars from 3 years ago were ripped open, but I was the victim in all of that. I don't understand. Why would my coming back destroy anyone's peace? And besides, 3 years ago, I did nothing wrong at all.
Since you keep pushing, I'll spell it out for you. I know exactly what kind of shameful thoughts you once harbored about Kevin. When that diary of yours came to light, Kevin told everyone it was just some tasteless prank. But you knew exactly what the truth was. You even deliberately meddled in Eva and Kevin's relationship. And later on, you shamelessly crawled into a hotel room with another man. Without Kevin cleaning up your mess, you would have dragged the Warren family's name straight through the mud. After everything that happened, Eva was driven to the brink because of you. She lost control and made that diary public. Our whole family was almost ruined by the gossip. Sending you to Zionbury was us trying to spare your reputation. And instead of feeling grateful, you're still resentful.
Eva Brown. I hadn't thought of that name in ages. But forgetting was impossible. Eva was the root of every nightmare. Everything that had gone wrong traced back to her. I never did those things. I hadn't sabotaged Eva and Kevin's relationship. I hadn't provoked Eva over and over. Ending up in that hotel room with another man? Eva set me up. Every last bit of it had been her handiwork.
Deny it all you want, but the truth is obvious. Roselyn, Stefan and I want nothing more to see Kevin and Sevilla tie the knot. If you ever stir up another scandal like the one 3 years ago, don't blame me for throwing you out for good.
In that instant, the woman standing in front of me felt like a stranger. During my stay with the Warren family, Jordan had never been openly harsh. She had at least maintained a surface level of restraint. But now, there was no effort to hide her disgust. The disdain in her eyes struck me squarely in the chest, sharp and unforgiving. That was right. I was just a child they raised, living under their roof for all these years. What right did I have to expect their acceptance? Rain poured down, soaking me through. My mind felt heavy, weighed down by memories I had tried to bury. The feeling was painfully familiar. It was the same suffocating despair I had lived through 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Kevin had been engaged once. His fiancée back then was Eva. I remembered how that news had struck me. His promise kept echoing in my mind.
Then you'll have to wait for me. Roselyn, one day, I'll marry you.
That line had been just a careless remark, never meant as a vow. But at 16, I had clung to those words, holding them close for 7 whole years. Yes, I admitted that I once quietly had feelings for Kevin. But was that such a terrible thing? I had never said a word about my feelings. My mind drifted back even further, at 8 years old. Beth had come to the orphanage and chosen to adopt me.
You must be Rosine.
Just look at her. Such an unpresentable orphan.
That was the first thing Beth had ever said to me. I failed to comprehend what unpresentable meant, but the word orphan stung. Beth imposed impossibly exacting standards on me. Failure came with consequences. If my studies slipped, meals were taken away. If my performance disappointed, punishment turned physical. Warmth had never existed in Beth's world. Steph and Jordi behaved exactly the same way. Kevin, however, stood apart. Whenever I was denied meals, Kevin would quietly slip me food. When punishment threatened to turn physical, he would step in.
When I hid away and cried, he sought me out to comfort me. Those scattered moments of warmth were the only reason I survived. 5 years of torment. And finally I was carved into a version that met Beth's standards. To outsiders, I seemed like a girl blessed by fate. But no one ever saw how brutal that climb had been, or how much it had cost me. The small kindnesses Kevin showed me, I held on to them for 7 years. Not out of greed, but because in that vast, cold Warren household, they were the only warmth I ever had. I dragged my soaked body back to Vista residence. After a hot shower, I was still freezing. I buried myself under the blanket, my body trembling controllably. I don't know how long passed. I vaguely heard Abby calling my name. I wanted to respond, but no sound came out.
Roselyn, you're burning up. Wake up.
I felt her hand on my forehead. The heat seemed to startle her.
Kevin, Roselyn has a high fever. I can't wake her up at all. I'm taking her to the hospital.
Abby, don't panic. Send me the building number. I'll have the doctor come right away. Stay with her. I'm on my way.
I wanted to say no, but my consciousness was fading. Soon, I knew nothing at all. I had a dream. In the dream, I was back in that hotel room 3 years ago. That man appeared before me again. In the darkness, I asked him, "Who are you?" At the moment I have reached orgasm.
Wesley!
It was just a dream. Roselyn, you're finally awake. How do you feel?
I'm fine, just a little dizzy.
You had a high fever. You were unconscious. By the way, did you have a nightmare? I heard you call out a name. Something like Wes. No, you must have misheard. Kevin pushed the door open and walked in.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Kevin, why are you here?
Eat something first. You've been unconscious for so long.
I'll do it myself. Jordan was right. I needed to know my place. Now that he had a fiancée, I should keep my distance. I shouldn't even accept this small gesture of care. Kevin didn't leave. He just sat there watching me. His gaze made me uncomfortable. Kevin, I'm fine now. You should go take care of your own matters.
It's all right. I have time. I'll stay with you a little longer.
Kevin, I'm grown up now. I don't need you to accompany me. If you don't have work, go keep Sylvia company instead.
Did you go home yesterday? What did my mom say to you?
Nothing. She was just concerned about me.
Whatever she said, don't let it get to you. Just be yourself. No matter what happens, I've got your back.
My heart stirred. The Kevin who always protected me seemed to have returned. But I knew very well that everything had changed. Kevin, I've been thinking I'd rather not join the Warren group.
I've already sorted things out. Your family. Joining the Warren group is inevitable.
The caller ID was Sylvia.
Hello?
I felt a quiet sense of relief. I couldn't let myself crave this warmth anymore. It was never meant for me. I was not that little girl who needed his protection anymore. Now, I could only rely on myself.
After my fever broke, I rested at home for 2 days. The Warrens sent chicken soup and supplements. Aubrey delivered them herself. Roselyn, Beth might act tough, but she's got a soft spot. She's been worried since she heard you weren't feeling well. You should stop by her place when you can.
All right.
Abby came to check on me and spotted the chicken soup right away.
Your adoptive mother is pretty thoughtful sending you chicken soup.
I looked at the soup, which had celery in it, and smiled faintly. I've lived with the Warrens for 15 years. If she actually cared, she would know I'm seriously allergic to celery. The Warren family members are just heartless. The Warrens' concern for me was always just for show. I was no longer that little girl who would be moved by the smallest crumb of kindness. 3 days later, I officially started work at the Warren Group. Kevin had arranged for me to be his personal assistant. My office was a small private room just outside his. On my desk was Kevin's meeting schedule for the week, along with a rundown of my main responsibilities. Someone knocked and came in, saying Sylvia had come to the company today, brought breakfast for everybody, and specially saved a portion for me. Here's your breakfast. The packaging was damaged and dirty. I frowned. Can I get another one? Aren't they all the same? Sylvia went out of her way to get us breakfast, not to listen to complaints. I heard Sylvia saved one for me. So this is really what she saved? Maybe I'll go ask Sylvia why the breakfast meant for me is dirty and ice cold. I took the clean breakfast and watched her resentful expression, feeling nothing. Trying to intimidate me on my first day? Too bad. I was not the same Roselyn who let people push her around anymore.
Rosine, Mr. Warren is asking for you in his office.
I went to the door of the president's office. I knocked. No response. I pushed the door open and froze, inside the office, intimacy and passion. When they both looked over, I panicked, shut the door, and turned to leave. I went to the restroom and splashed cold water on my face, but it didn't clear my mind. The image of Sylvia kissing Kevin replayed in my head over and over. What a pain. I thought Roselyn looked sweet and easy to deal with. Turns out she's got a nasty temper.
Cindy, she's been a Warren family miss for years. Of course, she's not easy to mess with.
Don't be fooled by how impressive she looks on the surface. Who knows? She might get kicked out of the Warren family one day. I heard she got sent overseas 3 years ago because she dragged the Warren family's name through the mud. Saying I would get kicked out of the Warren family? Too bad. I never planned on relying on them to survive.
Why are you here?
Repeat what you just said. Nothing. We were just talking.
Roselyn, let me go! What's wrong with you?
Did I strike a nerve? Is that why you're losing control? I gave a cold laugh, dragged her by the hair to the sink, and shoved her head down into the basin. I turned on the faucet. Water rushed out. Cindy's hair and face were soaked. She struggled and screamed.
Roselyn, let me go! Help!
Stay where you are. No one leaves. If I catch you spreading gossip again, the next punishment will be far more severe. I never wanted to solve things this way, but they left me no choice. If talking nicely didn't work, then I would make sure they remembered the pain.
Kevin, my parents mentioned the other day that they'd like to have dinner with your parents. They want to finalize our engagement as soon as possible.
All right.
I still hope you'll propose to me before it's official.
All right. Whatever you want. I'll do my best to give it to you.
I kept my head down, not even having the courage to look up. My heart ached. In front of them, I looked utterly ridiculous.
Roselyn, you've been cherished by him for so long. You must feel happy too, right? I looked up and met Kevin's deep gaze. Yes, I'm happy. Kevin has always taken good care of me. He's a wonderful person, and you're just as kind, Sylvia. I sincerely hope you two will be even happier together.
Sylvia was right. To have been cherished by Kevin for all these years, I should be confect. From now on, his happiness had nothing to do with me. All I could do was watch from afar and offer my blessings.
Kevin, Aaron just texted with an update on his investigation.
So, did he get a name?
No. The security footage from outside room K2 was wiped. At least nothing was uncovered yet.
Keep digging.
What's the point of digging into someone else's life? Rosalie, sometimes knowing more gives you leverage. But that woman is innocent. Even if we did dig up something about her, what would it change?
Even if we tracked that woman down, nothing would come of it. I've never involved innocent people.
So why bother digging at all?
Roselyn, are you concerned about Wesley?
When Kevin suddenly asked that question, my heart skipped a beat. No, I just think there are boundaries. Digging through someone's private life crosses the line.
Had he noticed something? No, that was impossible. I'd been so careful. Sylvia gave me a meaningful look.
Roselyn, if the roles were reversed, Wesley would dig in just the same.
I wanted to deny it. I wanted to say no. From what I knew of Wesley, he wasn't that kind of person. But the words dyed my lips. I had no standing to defend Wesley.
Roselyn, you don't understand how tangled things are here. Wesley isn't someone you should be dealing with. If you ever cross paths with him, keep your distance.
All right. I get it.
After more than 3 years in Zoenbury, cheesecake no longer appealed to me. On the way, I discreetly spat the unfinished bite into a napkin. Suddenly, I felt a burning gaze on my back. I turned around, only to vaguely see the silhouette of a man leaving. The silhouette looked almost like Wesley's. I shook my head, thinking I must be hallucinating.
Sorry, need to get through.
He muttered a quick apology and hurried into a private room. I looked at his face and thought it looked familiar. I remembered. He was Jet Aston, the man Abby had found out about, the buyer of the emerald necklace. I immediately turned back and went to the door of his private room.
I'm sorry, mate.
A waiter stopped me. I gave Kevin's name. Kevin.
The waiter went in to deliver the message and soon came out to invite me in.
I stepped inside and immediately saw the man sitting at the head of the table, Wesley. My back stiffened instantly. Why was he here? Wesley sat right there, looking at me with that half smile, like he was watching a prey that had walked right into his trap. Mr. Aston, hello. My name is Roselyn Hayes. Could we step outside and talk?
I don't know you, Miss Hayes. What exactly do you want to discuss?
Wesley leaned lazily back in his chair, a cigarette between his fingers, his gaze cold as it swept over.
If there's something to discuss, say it here.
I stood there, trapped. I couldn't discuss the emerald necklace with Jet here. It's a private matter. Since you're not available right now, we'll talk another time. Sorry for the intrusion.
I turned to leave, but the door wouldn't open.
Do you think this is some open corridor where you can stroll in and out as you please?
Mr. Dixon, I didn't know you had a meeting with Mr. Ashton today. I apologize. I'll cover today's expenses as compensation. Please kindly forgive me and let me go.
You want to leave? All right, but come here first.
I kept a cold face and reluctantly walked over.
Why are you still here? Get out.
All right.
Only the two of us remained in the private room. He pulled me into his arms, locked his hand around my waist, and made me sit on his lap. My phone rang at that moment. It was Kevin. Wesley snatched my phone from my hand. No! Wesley! Give me my phone back!
Your Kevin is right outside in the main dining area, isn't he? Should I invite him in?
No! Please don't!
I was terrified he would act.
Hello? Roselyn? Can you hear me?
My whole body went stiff. Wesley had answered the call at some point. I tried to speak, but Wesley deliberately thrust harder. I bit my lip hard, afraid to make any sound. If Kevin knew what I was doing right now, what would he think of me? On the other end, Kevin called out a few more times before finally hanging up.
Why aren't you talking? Don't you want your Kevin to hear what you sound like right now?
Wesley, you bastard!
I glared at him with hatred, my eyes burning. He pressed me against his chest.
You only needed me whenever loneliness crept in. Now, I'm just collecting what's owed.
He kissed me again. Desire overwhelmed me, and I couldn't help but let out soft moans. Even though the call was over, the mix of fear and my whole body trembled.
How does it feel to trail behind Kevin and Sylvia, watching them act out their happy little romance?
Shut up! My choices are none of your business.
Or do you find pleasure sliding in between them? Happy to sit in the front row witnessing their charade?
Wesley's words stabbed into my heart like knives. My eyes turned red with anger, my whole body trembling. Wesley, whatever we once had ends here. After today, we're done. I never want to see you again.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I held his stare without flinching. I don't want to continue this hidden relationship anymore.
If hiding is that exhausting, then make it public.
Make it public? Announce that we're nothing more than fuckburied?
The Warrens never treated you well. Why cling to a place that's only ever hurt you?
And when did I ever reduce you to nothing more than a fuck buddy?
No matter how the Warrens treated me, they raised me. Unless they throw me out themselves, I'm staying with them. Anyway, I have said everything I need to. Wesley, let's end this now. There's nothing left between us. Without waiting for a response, I pulled my arm free and started for the door. This time, Wesley no attempt to stop me. I came out of the private room and hurried back. Just as I reached the corner, I ran into Kevin. He was leaning against the wall, smoking. In the haze of smoke, his expression was hard to read.
Roselyn, where have you been? I tried calling several times, but you didn't pick up.
My phone was on silent, tucked in my pocket. I didn't hear it.
You did answer one call, but I heard nothing on the line. Where exactly were you?
I went to the restroom. On my way back, I ran into a friend and chatted for a bit.
A friend, huh? Why don't you introduce me? I would like to say hello.
It's a friend Abby introduced me to. You probably don't know him. He already left after finishing his meal.
Never mind, let's head back. Sylvia is still waiting for us.
I followed behind Kevin as we walked back. He suddenly stopped. I bumped into his back. A waiter carrying wine was passing behind me. Kevin reached out and put his arm around my waist, pulling me aside. I quickly pulled away from his embrace, my heart pounding.
You need to watch where you're going. Did you get hurt?
I'm fine.
Roselyn, are you seeing anyone?
My heart clenched. Had he noticed something? No, that was impossible. I'd been so careful. No. Why would you ask?
Just so you know, you never have to hide it from the family. If you ever start dating someone, bring him home. Let our family meet him.
Sure, I'll do that. When he asked if I was seeing anyone, was he genuinely concerned? Or was he worried I might become a problem between him and Sylvia? Once home, Jet was back in the country.
Roselyn, our contacts confirm Jet's wife has no idea he's back. He's staying in a downtown apartment where he's kept a mistress for years. She's pregnant now.
Understood.
The next day at noon, I arranged to meet Jet at a cafe. Where is the emerald necklace now? I'll pay double the price and buy it from you.
That's all you want?
Yes. That's all. Don't worry, I won't say anything about your personal matters.
The necklace is at my home. Once I retrieve it, I'll sell it to you.
We agreed to meet again in 3 days. Things were going smoothly. I breathed a sigh of relief. That evening, Kevin asked me to come back to the Warren estate for dinner.
Roselyn, you've grown up. Did you have a boyfriend while you were in Zionborn?
No, work kept me busy.
Roselyn, you're a girl. You don't need to work so hard. I have several suitable young men for you to meet.
That's right. Sylvia has a cousin about your age. He also studied in Zoenberry. Roselyn, would you like to meet him?
My hand trembled, and the juice spilled. Stefan, Jordan, I don't want to date anyone right now. I want to focus on my work.
Roselyn, you need to understand that we're doing this for your own good. Don't refuse anymore. I'll make arrangements. We'll find a time for you two to have a meal together.
Her tone left no room for refusal. I fell silent.
If Roselyn isn't interested, then forget it.
Stefan, am I wrong to be concerned? Roselyn is a girl, and this is her best age. How long will she wait? Besides, what happened with Roselyn back then? That's enough. All of you, be quiet. Roselyn, this matter started because of you. You tell us, what do you think?
Beth, do I really have to meet Sylvia's cousin? Do I really have to get married as soon as possible?
Of course not. I've spent years raising you. If you marry, it should be into a family of value. Sylvia's cousin? That family is too ordinary, not worthy to the Warren family's adopted daughter.
Can't I decide my own marriage?
Roselyn, I will choose the most suitable match for you.
So this was the value of the Warren family raising me, to be used for a marriage alliance. A rebellious spirit rose within me. Since it was inevitable, I might as well choose the one that would displease Beth. Jordan, I'd like to try getting to know Sylvia's cousin first. Is that okay?
If you want to get to know him, then go ahead. Dating is fine, but marriage is out of the question.
All right. That night, I stayed over at the Warren estate.
Unable to sleep, I went downstairs to get water. In the dark, I tripped over something. A strong arm wrapped around my waist from behind and pulled me back steady. I looked up and met Kevin's deepening gaze. My water spilled all over him, soaking the front of his shirt. I quickly grabbed tissues to wipe it off. I wiped a few times and tried to step back, but Kevin caught my wrist.
Here, you missed a spot.
He held my hand and placed it on his chest. There was indeed a wet patch there. As if burned, I yanked my hand away, shoved the tissues into his hand, and hurried upstairs. The next day, Sylvia's cousin, Tyler Parker, followed me on Instagram. His profile picture was a selfie leaning against a red sports car. His feed was filled with luxury cars, watches, and bars.
Hey, I'm Tyler. You're Roselyn, right? Why's your profile so empty?
I didn't reply. He called me directly, his tone very displeased.
I sent you messages. Didn't get a reply. Did you miss it? Or are you just busy?
Sorry, I'm on my way to work right now. I don't have time at the moment. I hung up and set his messages to do not disturb. In the afternoon, the front desk said there was something for me. I went to look. On the floor was a huge bouquet of roses, taking up nearly half the hallway. Next to it was a card, which read, "Roselyn, I hope your mood clears up every day. I'm waiting for you. Don't forget to reply to my message. Signed, Tyler." Next to the bouquet was an Hermes shopping bag with a purse inside. If anyone wants these flowers, give them out. If not, have the cleaners throw them away.
When work ended, Tyler blocked the entrance of the Warren group in his red sports car.
Rosalie, get in. I'll take you to dinner.
I opened the back door, put the Hermes bag inside, and closed the door. "Mr. Parker, the bag is expensive. I can't accept it. I have plans tonight, so I can't have dinner with you." I turned to leave. Tyler jumped out of the car and grabbed my arm.
Are you messing with me on purpose? You ignore my message, dodge my calls, refuse the things I send, and now you reject me when I show up myself?
People were already staring. I didn't want to make a scene, so I had to compromise. "Dinner is fine, but I promised Beth I'd be home by 9. I'll have to leave no later than 8:30.
Fine. Get in.
Tyler didn't take me to a restaurant. He took me to a sleek club called Black Line Lounge. I checked my watch. It was 7:30 p.m. I won't drink, and I'll leave at 8:30. He took me to a booth filled with people. As soon as I sat down, someone handed me a drink. "I'm skipping alcohol tonight. I'll just stick with this." Tyler snatched the soda out of my grip and tossed it aside. He shoved the wine glass into my hand.
Rosine, just have a drink.
I set the glass down on the table with a sharp click.
I'm not drinking. Tyler's smile faded. I pushed myself to my feet. He got up too, moving just enough to block me. He slapped me across the face. It stung, sharp and burning.
Roselyn, you're nothing but a worn-out slut. Don't act so high and mighty in front of me.
He pulled a small plastic bag from his pocket. A trace of white powder glimmered inside. He dumped it straight into the drink while I watched.
You're going to finish this tonight. Like it or not, that's how it's going to be.
He surged through my body. My limbs went weak, and my consciousness started to blur. I bit my tongue, using the pain to maintain my last shred of awareness. I used all my strength to break through. I stumbled and ran. Thought I couldn't escape. A heavy kick landed on Tyler's back. He fell to the ground, and I fell into a familiar embrace. It was Wesley. He held me in his arms and glared at Tyler.
Do you even know who owns the Black Line Lounge? You pull this crap in my club? Looking to die?
Wesley's shoe crashed into Tyler's face with brutal force.
See to it that Tyler's face gets messed up badly.
Bodyguards stepped forward and hauled Tyler away. Wesley carried me out of the club and put me into a sleek black car. The drug had fully taken effect. My body was burning. I wriggled restlessly in his arms. Wesley, why did it take you so long to come to me?
What, do I owe you? Was I supposed to come sooner?
He pressed my head against his chest.
Don't be afraid. I'm here.
Wesley took me back to his villa. He laid me on the bed, took off my shoes, and placed a cold towel on my burning forehead. All night he stayed by my side. In my daze, I held his hand and refused to let go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone.
I'm not going anywhere.
The next morning, sunlight streamed through the curtains. I found myself laying in Wesley's arms, his eyes fixed on me. My face flushed. I tried to sit up, but my head was still spinning. He pressed my shoulder and made me lie back down.
The drug hasn't fully worn off. Rest a little longer.
I looked at the exhaustion in his eyes, a complex emotion rising in my heart. Wesley, thank you. If it weren't for you, I might have...
Don't ever associate with people like that again, understand?
Tyler was introduced to me by Jordan. I was just going through the motions.
You almost got yourself ruined.
I wanted to argue, but realized he was right. I lowered my head. I'm sorry. I rested at Wesley's villa for the day. In the evening, he brought a bowl of porridge into the room.
Eat something. You've barely eaten all day.
I took the bowl and ate in small bites. He sat by the bed watching me, hesitating to speak. What do you want to say?
Rosen, let's stop fighting. I don't want to end things with you. I care about you.
I froze, the spoon almost slipping from my hand. What did you say?
I like you. You're not a fuckbode to me. You're my beloved woman.
My heart pounded wildly. Why did you never tell me?
Because your heart only has room for Kevin.
That's in the past. Kevin is getting engaged. It's time for me to let go.
What about me? Is there any room for me in your heart?
I looked at him, remembering everything he had done for me over the years. Yes. I just didn't dare admit it before.
He smiled and pulled me into his arms.
That's enough.
A few days later, Jet delivered the emerald necklace to me. I took the necklace to the orphanage. The director told me that the person who brought me to the orphanage all those years ago had been wearing the same emerald bracelet. Following that clue, I finally uncovered my true origins. My biological mother's maiden name's Morgan, heiress of the Morgan family in Radina. Years ago, her family opposed her relationship with my father. After giving birth to me, she was forced to send me to the orphanage. The Morgan family later fell into decline, and my parents both died in an accident. This emerald necklace was the only keepsake they left for me. I stood before my parents' graves, wearing the necklace around my neck. Wesley walked up beside me and took my hand.
You finally found your biological parents. Are you at peace now?
Yes. Even though they're gone. I know they didn't abandon me on purpose.
From now on, you have me. I won't leave you.
I turned to look at him. Sunlight fell on his shoulders, and his eyes were shining. Wesley, thank you.
For what?
For showing up in my life, saving me so many times, for being willing to love me.
He leaned down and kissed me.